Hello, my name is Pranavananta Joshi and my student ID is 20120371. So today we are here going to discuss on my project, that is Employee Leave Management System, for the subject Secure Web Programming. The motive behind developing this application was to understand the basics of security fundamentals and delve into the depth of secure coding practices. In order to give the gist of this application, the main objective of developing this application was to provide an easier platform for all the employees in the private sector or the corporate sector to apply for the leaves. As this project is based on secure web programming, this is the report. This is the Bob Scanner report. So the summary of this report is that this table basically shows the number of issues that have been identified in different categories. So these are the web vulnerabilities issues that I have found in my web application. So these issues have been classified according to their severity, that are high, medium, low or informational. So the first issue here we are going to see is clear text submission of password. So in order to give the background of this issue is some of the pages that I have developed have been transmitting the passwords over unencrypted connections that are making them vulnerable to the interception. To exploit this vulnerability, an attacker must be suitably positioned to eavesdrop on the victim's network traffic. This scenario typically occurs when a client communicates with the server over an insecure connection such as public Wi-Fi or a corporate or a home network. So here, in order to get the idea of what exactly clear text submission of password means, I started a Wireshark on loopback port, and after that I used the login credentials of the employee of XYZ employee and logged into the portal, and as soon as I logged in, all the packets and all the data within the packets was being captured in the Wireshark, and all the contents within those packets were visible because those packets and those data was transferred to the server on port number 80. So in order to get out of this situation and in order to eliminate this vulnerability, we applied here the TLS certificate. So TLS means transport layer security, which is based on SSL, that is secure socket layer. So here we have generated an SSL key and SSL certificate which have been embedded into this URL, and here the HTTP has been converted to HTTPS. That means port number 80 has been converted to port number 443. So the entire traffic which is traveling or which is in transit from the browser to the web server is in an encrypted channel. So no interceptor or no man in the middle attack can crack this entire traffic, nor any of the data integrity is hampered. So to move on to the further vulnerabilities, so there are some unencrypted communications which have been observed by the Bob suit. So this means that no HTTP strict transport security have been applied to the application. So in order to get rid of this vulnerability, we need to apply strict transport security, which is not being yet enforced. So as we can see here, there is also one vulnerability which we can see, that is cross-site request forgery. Cross-site request forgery vulnerabilities may arise when applications are whole and solely relied on HTTP cookies to identify the user that has issued a particular request or not. Because browsers automatically add cookies to requests regardless of their origin, it may be possible for an attacker to create a malicious website that forges a cross-domain request to the vulnerable application. So I will now open the code of this web application. As we can see here, this is the index.php file. This is the basic file which is always accessed by the web browser when all the web project files are uploaded to the web server. This is the first file which is being searched by the web browser in order to get started with the application. So as we can see here, there is one function that with the name generate hash. So basically I have implemented SHA-512 algorithm. The reason behind using this algorithm was but it provides the best ever security for the user credentials, because SHA-512 is a one-way hash. So the meaning of one-way hash is SHA-512 password cannot be decrypted at any cost by any of the tool, and that is the reason it is the most secure up till now. So as we can see, we have called the function here generate hash, and we have passed and we have provided this function with password variable. So this password variable consists of the password that we put into this section. Okay, so as soon as this function is called and it is provided with this password it returns a hash that is encrypted with SHA-512. As soon as this hash is returned, a select query is fired to fetch the employee with the provided email ID as well as with the provided hashed password. So as soon as the password and the user ID is fetched, and as soon as the employee has been searched in the database, the employee is able to log into the system. So in order to give the demo, so as we can see, the user has successfully logged into the system. So as soon as the user logs into the system, here we can see that there are 4 options visible to the left hand side of the screen, that are my profile, change the password, leaves and sign out. So in my profile section, here the employee can update his information or her information. In change password section, he can change the current password to any new password. In the leave section, the main motive or the main objective of the application has been achieved, where the user can apply for the leave. So we will try to apply for the leave for a So here the user has applied for the leave from starting date of 14th of February 2020 to 14th of September 2020, and the description is that the user is applying for emergency medical leave, and apply. Here there is a banner which states that the leave has been successfully applied. So we'll have a look into the admin section. So this is the admin section where all the employees leaves are being granted by the administrator. So as we can see, these are the sections and these are the privileges that have been provided for the admin: the dashboard section, department, leave type, employees, leave management, change password. So here, as we can see, the latest leave which have been applied is at the first rank, as we can see here, which has the status that it is waiting for the approval. We can see few more details as we click on the view details. In these details, there is a detailed page of the employee with the employee ID, contact number, from what date to which date he has applied the leave, and all other important aspects of the employee. So here the admin can take an action for the leave that have been applied from the employee end. So there is an option. If you say approved, there is a comment section where admin can pass some comments. Submit. So here, as soon as we submit, the leave status here we see has been approved. So again, going to the my profile section, here we will go for the leave history. So here we can see that the approval has been given by the administrator, and we have the leave approved in this section, leave history section. So in this way, this software has achieved its main objective of providing an easier platform of applying for the leaves to all the corporate employees. So thank you for the presentation.